Hey y'all, so my morning started off with some stretching. My husband has been pushing me to do that. I am getting older and my body just really needs it. So I've been trying to make time to get my stretching in. Afterwards, I drink my chlorophyll, maybe have some tea on some mornings, but that's usually my go-to. Next on the agenda was the DMV. My daughter, she needed to extend her permit. She's trying to get licensed, and we were there for hours. So, we were hungry, so we went to Raising Cane's. It was in the area. They had a special promo for Megan Maroney. We don't know who she is, but the cup was cute, so we definitely grabbed that. Afterwards, we left Raising Cane's, went home, ate, rested a little bit, and then we went out sourcing. So when it comes to retail arbitrage, Kohl's is my go-to spot, probably because I have the most successful outcomes. Some days, of course, you win some, and some days you don't. So this is still my main place to go. Hey guys, my bad for the weird angle. And I try to prop my camera a certain way, but looks like I did not make it in the shot. This one here is showing a profit of $10.05 at this current price point and the current cost of goods. Right now there are 4 FBA sellers, 2 FBM, each of them only having about 1 unit in stock, so I'm gonna grab this one. I remember when we used to sell Nike. When we first started this business, we sold only Nike products. Yeah, things changed. All right, ladies, when you go sourcing, I would recommend a pullover bag, a backpack, any type of shoulder bag, anything that is handheld. You obviously not going to want to leave in your cart, and you won't be 100% focused on it unless you have to hold it in your arm the whole time while you're scanning. That can be a challenge, so definitely recommend a crossbody bag. Okay, so for this item here, it looks pretty good. It is 1 FBA seller and 1 FBM seller. Right now, the FBM seller has the brown box, and at that lowest price, I will be profiting $10.37. So now I'm gonna go into Amazon app and see if I'm approved to sell it. And I am, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Going to see a $16 profit on this one, and so I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. All right, so for this item, this is the exact same as this item here. However, this item is $16 profit, while this one is actually negative profits. I would not be making any money on this if I pick this up. Now for this item, it's because it's a 6.5. This one is a women's 8.5, and 8.5 tend to be a more common size for women, and therefore higher demand, which means a better margin depending on what you pay for it. Versus the 6.5 is not as common, and unfortunately there's no margin on it, so I'm gonna leave it even though it's the same exact style. All right, guys, so what a day it has been. I just came home from my sourcing trip at Kohl's. Just kind of unwind a little bit, had dinner, and now it's probably around, what time is it? 10, 11? 11:52. I did leave Kohl's with 3 items. I know, 3 items. I know. That's one of the reasons why retail arbitrage isn't my favorite way to source. But I do it here and there because if I do find an item, I can then go on the website and order additional units that way. And usually I can order a nice amount. And so that's my plan with those 3 SKUs. I'm gonna check online and see how much more I can pick up and add to my inventory. I'll show you guys what I have tomorrow. You all up on how I made out and just give additional details on the products that I found. All right, guys, so I am back and I wanted to go over the details of the 3 items that I picked up from Kohl's yesterday. All 3 brands are from New Balance. These are the items that I found to be profitable. So for this item here, I picked this up for $51.99. It is going online for $90. And at $90, my profit $15.29. On this listing, there are 2 FBA sellers and there are 2 FBM sellers. Right now, an FBA seller has the buy box at $89.95. Now, I did go onto Kohl's website for this item and I was unable to locate the SKU, which most likely means they no longer have this shoe. Now, I don't know if it'll come back, so I'm going to monitor it for the next couple of days. However, this is all I can find. I am going to take another trip because there is another Kohl's nearby, so I can see if I can find additional units of this particular SKU. Now, this shoe right here, I purchased for $44.97. It is going for right now $74.95, which is actually the lowest price point. It is that's by an FBM seller, but there is an FBA seller on here that has it for $94.98. So I feel like I have a little bit of room. If I can price it maybe around $75, $78, I can still play around with those numbers. If I can only go for the lowest price point, which is $74.95, I would still be profiting $10.37. So this is another one that I could not locate online at the Kohl's website. So same strategy, I'm going to visit another Kohl's store. And the last item that I picked up yesterday, this item here, I picked it up for $44.99. This is also going online for $74.74. But the person who has the buy box right now is at $77.86, and that is an FBA seller. But at the lowest price point, which is $74.75, my profit would be $9.88. I was actually able to find this one on Kohl's website. I didn't proceed with processing the order yesterday because I did receive $30 in Kohl's cash from yesterday's purchase. And that is effective on Monday. So today is August 14. My Kohl's cash isn't effective until Monday the 17th. So I'm going to wait until Monday because of course, anything going towards that will drop my cost of goods and that'll be better for me. And so I'm gonna wait until Monday so I can process what's in my cart. In the meantime, I will also take this SKU with me to the other Kohl's stores so that I can see if I can pick up additional units of this particular SKU. That is pretty much my strategy when it comes to retail arbitrage right now. My focus is always wholesale, but I do throw in a little bit of retail arbitrage. So that is my current process. Thank you for watching. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to just drop your questions in the comments.